Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this segment of the YouTube videos, I'm going to be breaking down some charts that is having some potential or some currency pairs that are having some potentials to be playing out this month. So today is 29th of April 2025. So let's first of all look at the fundamentals and see the high impact news or the economic event that you are going to be having today. So on 29th of April 2025, looking at the economic calendar, we don't have anything like high impact news. You don't have any red folder. So the only time we are going to be having red folder is during the New York session. And as this video is being recorded, we are about to hit or we are about to enter into the lending session. So you don't have any high impact news during the lending session. So this tells you that what, in case maybe you get a trade opportunity, you are free to take the trade without any having like in mind that there was any high impact news or there was any news event that is about to hit the market. So on 29th of April during the lending session, you're having clean session. Okay, when it comes to fundamentals, you don't have any high impact news that will be hitting the market. So the only time you are going to be having high impact news is during the New York Stock Exchange. That is when you are going to be having high job openings. So that's when you are going to be having a high impact news. So apart from that, the lending session is clean. So let's look at the news. If maybe unexpected news has hit the market that wasn't recorded in the calendar. So let's first of all, so there was Canada election over here. So that's the news that is hitting the market at this point. There was Canada election. Okay, so there was nothing like Trump imposed, there was nothing like Trump tariffs, anything being said over here. Okay, tariffs have peaked. All right, so I think so. Let's move to the technical aspect and see which currency pair is giving us opportunity. So first of all, let's look at GBP USD. So I'm going to analyze only the currency pairs that are on top of my watch list. So on top of my watch list, looking at GBP USD, you have to first of all look at the daily time frame and see what's happening to look at the overall direction of the market. So looking at the daily time frame on GBP USD, on the daily time frame, the trend is what, an uptrend at this point in the market. The market is in an uptrend. So these are the various areas of interest. These are the various areas of interest. So at this point, what I'm waiting for at the daily time frame is as price is pulling back at this point. So if you look at your left, you will notice that we had a rejectional level over here. We have a reactional level over here. So there was another area of interest over here. So our time frame on GBP USD is what I'm expecting price to pull back on this level, then you get the continuation. But let's move to the H4 time frame and see what's happening on the H4 time frame. So the daily time frame at this point is what, an uptrend. Looking at the H4 time frame, this moment or this point, there was another reactional level over here. There was another reactional level over here. So before it's to come to this area of interest, apparently price is in the middle of the range, so I'm not interested in taking a buy at this point. So that is on GBP US. What I'm expecting is price to pull back on this level, then I will look for a buy opportunity. So that's but at this point, what the market is doing this moment is I'm not interested. So let's move to the next pair on GBP card. So on GBP card, looking at the daily time frame on GBP card, there was a resistance, there was a reactional level over here, there was another reactional level over here. So looking at the H4 time frame, at this point, price has pulled back and it is heading to, so we're having a lot of reactional levels over here, a lot of area of interest. So currently the chances that this price action is going to be in range is very high. Okay, because the reason is what, if you're having a lot of reactional levels, the chances that price is going to be in range is very high. So I'm not interested in taking a trade on GBP card at this point unless price has pulled back. Okay, unless price has pulled back to this level before I will go in for a buy. So let's look at GBP opportunity on GBPJPY. So looking at the daily time frame on GBPJPY, the daily time frame trend, price is currently in an act. There's a clean price action to your left. There's a clean price action to the left. So looking at the daily time frame, the daily time frame trend is what? An uptrend. Looking at the H4 time frame, the H4 time frame, zooming in, looking at the H4 time frame. So I saw this clean opportunity, this clean price action to your left over here. But the reason what you're having a lot of consolidation, like a lot of rejectional levels around the side. If you move to the H1 time frame, you're going to be seeing it over here. If you move to the 30 minutes, so price action on GBPJPY on the lower time frames are not clean. But looking at the H4 time frame, a lot of weak rejections. So the chances that price is going to head to the side is very, very high. But I'm not interested in this JPY. I'm expecting price to get to this side, but I'm not interested in how price is forming. Okay, so I will not be. So yesterday I projected price moving to this side. Okay, I projected price moving to this side. Yeah, so looking at USDCHF, looking at the daily time frame on USDCHF. The daily time frame is currently what? An uptrend. Price is what? You're having a lot of consolidation areas over here. So looking at the daily time frame, we're having this support over here, another support over here. Okay, so the daily time frame is currently, price has broken out from the zone, pulled back trend at the daily time frame. That's what I'm expecting. So looking at the H4 time frame on USDCHF, the H4 time frame is currently, or at the moment, what? A downtrend. So at this point, the daily is what? An uptrend. H4 is what? A downtrend. So what I'm interested in is what? So price to break out from this zone, or either price will form some price USDCHF. So I'm not interested in any. I don't have a daily bias on USDCHF. So let's look at USDCAD. So on USDCAD, price action. So one thing you need to understand is what we are. This moment you are in what? This week is what? NFP week, and most of the times when you are in NFP week, you don't see clean price action because the market doesn't trend as much. You don't see clean price action. So looking at the daily time frame on USDCHF, the daily time frame at this point is what? An uptrend. If you change it to a line chart, you see it very clear. The daily time frame is what? An uptrend. A lot of reactional levels, a lot of what? Key levels. So looking at the H4 time frame at this point, the H4 time frame is clearly what? A downtrend. Price has broken out from this consolidation zone. Price has point. The daily time frame is in a downtrend, an uptrend. You get it. The daily time frame is in an uptrend, an uptrend. So the day H4 time frame is a downtrend. So I'm waiting for a support to be created. Then maybe we can find a sell opportunity at this point in the market. So that's it for the daily market outlook for 29th of April 2025. So looking at gold at this point, let's look at gold. So looking at gold at this point, price is currently at the H4 time frame. It's not giving a clear market structure. Okay, price is currently in a consolidation. Okay, but looking at the market structure, price is in an uptrend at this point because the leg of this one got broken. Okay, the leg of this one, this is technical part. You're talking bias for gold, or my sectional bias for gold at this point in the market is what? An uptrend. So what I'm waiting for, since price is in the middle of the range, let's look at the daily time frame and see if there's any key level that we can use or we can rely on it to what? Make a decision. So looking at the daily time frame, this is the only reactional level. So there's another reactional level over here. So moving to the H4 time frame, price is currently in what? A consolidation zone. So at this point, what I'm waiting for is price to pull back on this level trace. So that's it for what the daily market outlook for 29th of April 2025. So see you all same time tomorrow. Bye.